Good afternoon. Welcome to the Midday Mull for Tuesday, the 2nd of February. With Robert Murray McShane, we today read Mark chapter 5, which begins with Jesus encountering a man possessed by a legion of demons. And we're told that they begin shouting out, "What do you want to do with us? We know why you've come." And we're told this was because for Jesus had said to him, "Come out of this man, you evil spirit." And the spirits listen to Jesus, leave the man, and he's restored. The townsfolk want Jesus to leave because they sense he will threaten their livelihood, we suspect. So he goes across the lake and he's met by a synagogue ruler who says to him, "Please come and heal my daughter who's busy dying." And as Jesus is going with the crowds around him, a woman who's been subject to bleeding for 12 years comes up and touches his cloak, saying to herself, "If I touch him, I will be healed." And Jesus stops, calls her out, and as she says what has happened to her, he says to her, "Daughter, your faith has healed you. Go in peace and be freed from your suffering." So here he is speaking his words of restoration to her. She'd been excluded from the community. She'd been suffering for so long, and he speaks these words of healing to her. And when he gets to Jairus' house, he's told, "She's dead. You may as well go home." And he says, no. He goes in to where the daughter's lying, and we're told he takes her by the hand and says to her, "Talita cum," which means, "Little girl, I say to you, get up." And she does. And here we have Mark showing us Jesus' authority. And yesterday we read of his authority displayed over the elements as he speaks to the wind and the waves and says, "Be still," and they are. He speaks to the demons and says, "Leave," and they do. This woman touches him and he speaks words of healing and forgiveness and restoration, and she is. He overcomes death as well and speaks, and death is overcome. And so we see the authority of Jesus over the elements, over the demons, over disease, and even over death. And Mark's just underlining the fact that Jesus has authority over everything. And we need to hold on to that as we go through our lives. Jesus has authority over everything. He has authority over us. He has authority over our circumstances. He has authority over the people who might be most opposed to us. They needn't recognize his authority, but he has it. The wind and the waves were going on until Jesus spoke. This woman was bleeding until Jesus spoke. The daughter was dead until Jesus speaks. And he has authority when he speaks. And as Christians, we hang on to that and we plead with God. God, speak. Speak into my life. God, speak through me. Speak into our world. God, speak. Use your authority, we pray, for your glory and our good. That is our prayer, and that is our hope. Be blessed.